Okay, hi. Yeah. I don't know. All right, let me turn the TV down here in the background. So I am pulling out this 20-ounce straight from the box. It's gonna be in my way. Literally starting from scratch. This is a pre-sanded cup from Mother Tumbler. And we did that one, posted that one. It needs one more coat, and you can see it's already been sanded. And I still have the leftover vinyl from doing that one, and got a whole lot of traction on Facebook of people asking how to do this, which I cannot take credit for this. I saw Elena from Elena's gift shop do it, and yeah, so all the credit goes out to Elena here. So I am going to download this and post it onto Facebook and YouTube. If you can't stay on the live, totally fine. But what I did is, you can see this light pink layer underneath. I put the adhesive sheet onto the vinyl, and then I cut that diamond pattern out directly onto this adhesive sheet. This is not my preferred adhesive sheets from 3M. I like the 300 LSE. They are more expensive, but they are thicker. They have less tendency to tear when you're doing this, whether it's when you're putting it on or when you're picking them off to put on your vinyl or your glitter. But anyway, I have like maybe 2 or 3 left, and I just want to get rid of them. So yeah, that's what we're doing. So that's the only thing that you do not see here is me putting this sticky sheet on the vinyl, leaving the carrier sheet on the back of the vinyl, and then I cut this out on my Cricut. I need scissors. I sized it to a 20-ounce cup, and if you can see here, I'm not a huge fan of this specific template, just because when I do leave the border cut on it, it gives me a little gap. I just go along the bottom line. Can you hear my TV in the background? I don't want to get flagged for playing copyrighted music, but I also can't work in silence. Hi, everybody. I get these sheets off of Amazon, and again, do not screenshot this. I can write down real quick the brand that I prefer. It's still 3M. It's just a different. It's a thicker one. It is 3M 300 LSE. You can get a 10-pack of them on Amazon for like $55-$60, and it's totally worth it. Or you can buy it as an individual sheet as well. Obviously, you save a bit of money if you buy them in a 10-pack. I have it linked in my Amazon storefront. If you just go to Amazon and search for Shop with Wilkins, you can see all of the products that we use for our business, like literally down to the type of vinyl gloves. Yeah, this is what we're recreating. It's been sanded, so it's not as cute as it was when I posted the video, and I just need one more coat on it. But I have the leftover vinyl from when we made this, so figured why not make another cup. I am doing different glitters. Hang on a second, let me finish cutting this line so my brain can process. Good enough. We're going to trim it anyway. All right, so on this one, I did all mica powders. Like this is copper and a goldish one. Those are both Roleos. This whitish color is Bubbly from Glitter Heart Co., which I am going to be using. This is the only color still that I'm going to be using on this new one. And then I picked out Disco Ball and Golden Rose. It's like, if you look at the leaves here that are in this, it's kind of like a gray with just like a hint of like an olive tone to it, and I don't have a color like that. So I'm going with Disco Ball. I'm going more gray than olive on it. And, you know, hopefully these colors will look amazing together. We will find out together, okay? And also, all of my children and my husband are home, and it is entirely possible that any of them could pop in here at any point in time. Wouldn't be surprised. Hello, Space Ghost. Talking too much already. Hang on. Look, you guys remember that one? It's my drink of choice, or my cup of choice for the evening. All right, so this is the double-sided adhesive sheets that I recommend. All right, and it is, I cut it this way correctly, but I forgot to change the length measurement, which is completely fine. When you get it on there, and make sure that those line up as best as possible. And in order to do that, I'm going to let it go to the bottom of the cup and line it up from the bottom of the cup, and then we'll just trim this off and trim this off, and we'll use the you know, the edge trimmer for that. By putting the double-sided adhesive sheet onto vinyl, you do not have to spray paint your base. So then if you go to put on the adhesive sheet directly onto the cup and it's misaligned, you're going to pull off that paint. Also, with it being on vinyl and having a bit of a stiffer base to it, if you need to pull it off the cup and readjust it, it's going to be easier. It's not going to tear. Anytime I do a full wrap, whether it is one of these adhesive sheets or straight up vinyl, I like to do the hinge method just because it's easier for me to line it up. Okay, so before I start tacking that down, thank you for the follows. Just one more quick check, and it is not. I do not cut it mirrored, no, not for this. All right, you little shithead. Oh, great. Somebody remind me not to cuss, please. If I cuss, I have to edit the sound and before I can upload it to YouTube. That's okay. Now, the only time I mirror anything is if it's like a t-shirt design. Why is this not functioning for me right now? You're a little crooked still. Okay, see? I'm sorry this part is taking so long. You know what? You guys, I don't have to spray paint it because I put this double-sided adhesive sheet onto vinyl before I cut it. So then that way I have this carrier sheet from the solid color vinyl with the double-sided adhesive sheet and the print or the pattern burst, whatever you'd like to call it, cut on top of it. This is going to drive me absolutely bonkers. What if we go from the top? Oh yeah, going from the top lines up perfectly. Okay. Again, you will see very quickly why I don't like this one. You can see how it kind of bubbles here. Just these adhesive sheets are not great. Pull that little part up. You're welcome. And I'm just going to roll it and press it. Nice and firm all the way around. feel like the TV is still really loud. It's on the other side of the room. The furnace is even going. I just don't want to be dinged. Hey, Jamie. How was everybody's week? I feel like my week started out great, and then today was just insanity. All right, so if we look at these lines, they are just a tish off, but this is at the seam, so I don't really care. We can always fix that. And I'm going to trim right here around the bottom. Don't care about this line because I'm going to go in with the edge trimmer here in a second. So it doesn't have to be straight. I mean, I did it up here pretty good. All right, so what I'm explaining here is this is just the excess. You see that pink color underneath? That is vinyl. The stickiness that's on there, that's the double-sided adhesive sheet that I put on top of the vinyl and then cut out the print, the pattern. All right. Lots of questions on this tool too. This one actually is no longer made. I do have a very similar one on my Amazon shop. It's adjustable as far as raising it up or lowering it, just depending on how much you want to take off of your top or bottom rims. Just put it on there, push against the blade, twist it. Since we have that carrier sheet of the vinyl underneath, it will come off nice and clean. So now we've got that nice smooth edge around the top, and we'll do the same for the bottom. Get me. Listen. Is it really alive if something doesn't malfunction? All right. Y'all with me? You good? Okay, so we're gonna do Disco Ball, Golden Rose, which are both fine glitters from Glitter Heart Co., and then Bubbly, which is the mica powder. But we're gonna do our vinyl first. And I'm not a huge fan of this particular print because of how wide the lines cut, that it actually connects the pieces. So to fix that, instead of buying a whole new flipping template, I just go through and cut it, trim it to what I need it to be. Listen, cut. You're rolling around and you're getting on my nerves. I totally could have done this before I went live, but if I had skipped a single step, then I would have like 13 additional questions. And since we're going to be posting the replay onto Facebook and YouTube, I wanted to avoid as many questions as possible. Second here to cut these, and then I'll look up to see if I've missed any questions. Sorry. All right. Hi, Anna. Kids. Life. All right. You did miss the application of this, but that's okay. It's going to be on YouTube and Facebook. right, we will not use that one then. Throw a sponge down. You had a fire? No! Hope everyone's all right. Sponge in there, one of the blue things. Okay, so if you think about, oh my God, I'm glad you guys are okay. So just think about it, it wraps this way. So if you start here, you start here. I am not going to start at the seam because I don't feel like messing with both pieces. So this is going to be easier for everybody. Sometimes I'll do this too. Like if I'm doing specific colors, all right, like, you know, this one will be gray and this one will be pink and that one will be white. For now, I'm going to mark where the vinyls are going to be. So make sure that I do not remove anything. See, it's this freaking bubble. Just to make sure I don't remove anything that doesn't need to be removed before it needs to be removed. And we're missing a little cover piece there, but it's okay. Look how tiny like some of these little triangles are. And just like how I had to cut the seams between these. Hi, sister. Gonna have to cut your seams on here as well. Which wasn't a big deal on the other cup because I started with these diamonds that are already solo pieces as the vinyl, and now I'm using essentially the negative space of it on this one. Oh, stay there. Listen, we're gonna fight. Okay. Sorry. Another unnecessary silence. Does anybody want to do games or something of some kind? I don't know. I'm really bad at this. Hey, TT. Long time no see. That's all. Okay. So again, I don't want to start with the seam just because I don't feel like it. So what I'm going to do, peel this up. See that pink from the vinyl below it. And this is a little tedious. I'm not going to lie, it's a pain in the butt at first, but like once you get a couple down, the groove just kind of happens. Or you put a wrinkle right in it and you just peel it off. I will go back through and trim these up. I don't really care about it right this second. Aw, thanks. Nope, you're crooked. And you just keep going. Okay, what was your favorite? What was your win of the week? Tell me your win of the week in the comments. Nope, crooked. Wins of the week. Share them in the comments. I want to know what was good for you this week. And if it was bad, that's fine too. So that's just the final process. That's okay. You're not expected to have good weeks all the time. You have something you want to complain about. It's a free space. I don't mind. So as far as vinyl, you just go through that all the way around until you have no more shapes. Obviously, you can do this with any of the any prints or patterns or the template bursts. I'm going to go ahead and move on to the glitter just so we don't end up having like a 3-hour long tutorial here because I talk so much. I'm just going to show you how to do a couple of the glitter areas and then we'll call it a night. But it's essentially the same thing here. So like I am choosing this row will be my gray glitter. Let's put it on. Mush it in. Grab a piece of paper that you forgot to get. What did you use for the bottom? I put the adhesive sheet on a piece of solid color vinyl before cutting the template on the vinyl. That's another reason I forgot. I hate these. It doesn't like glitter. I mean, it likes glitter. It just requires some more finessing. Once I get all of the colors on and the vinyl on, I'll seal it with a coat of clear spray paint. Let that dry overnight and go in with my epoxy. All right, so this is gonna be my gray spots. We'll do the pink next, which is the golden rose. The printed vinyl, this is the vinyl. The vinyl is called Dahlia Garden from Elena's Gift Shop. This 3M labeled stuff that you're seeing is a double-sided adhesive sheet. You can find them on Amazon. I prefer the 300 LSE double-sided adhesive sheets. They just have a bit more grip to them. They're thicker. You know what? I think that gray was a good choice here. The screen resolution is a little bit bluer than what it really is from my eyeballs looking at it. But I'm not mad at it. looks good. All right, we'll flip that over. And then the mica powder. Again, we're going to use that bubbly mica powder from Glitter Heart Co. Both the glitters are from Glitter Heart Co as well. Let's get a bit of a stiff brush here. That's that mica. Yeah, so I put the double-sided adhesive sheet onto pale pink vinyl, and then I cut the template onto that. I'm going to have this video available as a replay on my YouTube channel and on Facebook as well. Yes, you have to epoxy over it. These are epoxy tumblers. Once all of this is applied on, I'll seal it with clear spray paint, and then I'll go in with my 2.0 epoxy. Then after that first coat of epoxy, I will add in my pinstripes, get another coat of epoxy, so that's coat number 2 on there. Then it will be sanded down, and then it'll be at this stage and ready for its third and final coat. So yeah, that is it. Does anybody have any other questions before I hop off here? If I can just continue to mosey on along. I don't want to take up too much of your time. I feel like I've been rambling for probably 30 minutes or so. I'm not certain what time I started. Yeah, it's a Friday night. Not that I have any plans, but I don't want to take up your time. Okay, fine, we'll go from the bottom. YouTube is just youtube.com/shop with Wilkins, just like my username here on TikTok. Same thing on Facebook, same thing on Instagram as well. No. You know what? Doesn't matter. See? Remember me complaining about how cheap and crappy this adhesive sheet is? Glad there's just a piece of vinyl going over this. And like Kevin Malone karaokeing Alanis Morissette. All right, if there are no other questions, then I will go ahead and end this, just because I don't know what else to talk about here. I don't know if people really just want to like watch my hands. It's not really my thing. And if there is like these little minute gaps when you're putting things down, it will be covered by your pinstripes. Don't stress about it being absolutely perfectly straight, because I sure as heck don't. Linda, I was just getting ready to hop off. I'm going to have a replay of this on YouTube, and I'll put it on Facebook too if you want me to share it over in the Mother Tumbler group. You're already obsessed? Well, okay. So there's that one. And I'm just doing, instead of all micas, I'm doing Disco Ball and Golden Rose from Glitter Heart Co. And then also still doing the bubbly mica. But I had that rest of the sheet of vinyl and I needed to use it, so why not? Okay, will do. Basketball starts tomorrow for the kiddos, and today was a ridiculous freaking day, so I don't know. I probably won't download this tonight and get it uploaded, but I will have it up sometime this weekend. Listen, I spent the majority of my day running errands and sitting in the BMV because I completely spaced the fact that my license expired last week on my birthday. I thought I had another year still. So that was fun. BMV is always fun, yeah? Add your name to the glittery one and send you an invoice. I can't do that, you know that. Or to this one? I mean, I could do that. The other one will be on the website. I'm hoping to have my next website restock ready to go, unloaded by Monday. Since here in the Midwest, we've got God knows what kind of weather is coming this weekend. They swear they change the forecast like every hour. Okay, get off. Get off my finger. Girl, you know I'm just one state south of you. Seriously, like at the beginning of the week, they're like, yeah, it'll be one storm and we should get anywhere from 2 to 6 inches. And then in the middle of the week, they're like, oh, no, there's 2 storms coming. And now I don't even know if they, like, continue to try and, like, guess an amount or not. But frankly, in Indiana, it doesn't matter because they will be like, guaranteed, we are not going to get any snow, and then we'll get a foot of it. You know, I'm not a winter person at all, but I need one good snow every winter. Just one. That's it. So, like, if we could just get it done and over with, and, you know, the kids are off on Monday anyway, because it's Martin Luther King Day, so, you know, one less day that they would have to make up, because, of course, they didn't, like, send home electronics in case there's e-learning, like, that goes into Tuesday. So let's just have it on Monday and get it done with, you know? Snow belt, 16 inches, no! What was it? Probably, let's see, if Sloan is 7, it was probably like 10 or 11 years ago. Probably 10 years ago, because I'm pretty sure Maverick was live. We had that huge ice storm in the Midwest. And, like, literally my car was frozen for a whole day. And then the second day I was able to actually get into my car, but then I couldn't get out of my driveway because the city plowed the streets, and my house was at a T intersection. Like, my house was over here, and so they came down this road and plowed it and, like, blocked us into our driveway, and then that pile froze solid. I was home for like 3 freaking days. It was great. Anna, where are you at again? See, if you guys have things to talk about, then we can just sit here and talk and make cups all day and night. But I just feel ridiculous when I'm sitting here talking to myself. Iowa. Oy. I don't want that kind of snow. You can just keep it all, okay? Thanks. Love you. Bye. Too much snow. Has anybody watched Tacoma PD on Netflix? It's like the guys from Super Troopers. Or maybe it's Tacoma FD. It's got to be FD because they're a fire department. My husband started watching it and like I'll just catch it in passing. And then before I know it, I've sat there and watched like 3 whole episodes. And I'm like, what am I doing? I've got things to do. Anyways, it's hilarious. It's rated R. It's like 20, 25-minute long episodes. There's multiple seasons. If you like the kind of humor from Super Troopers or, you know, the guys of Broken Lizard, definitely give it a go. Hi, Stacy. And again, I'm not giving 2 craps about this gap here. It's gonna be covered with the pinstripes once we get to that stage. All right, saving that seam for last because I hate seams. Honestly, I think doing the vinyl on the seam this time was the way to go because if we look at this one, you can see this seam. I don't care who you are. You're never going to get a seam perfectly, but that just, it irritates me. So we'll just look at this side of it. But this one's going to be pretty because we're going to hide all the imperfections with the vinyl on the seam. Angela over there karaokeing Little Drummer Boy. All right. So now here's going to be the fun part, is lining up this side. Yes. And then we've got to come over to this side of the sheet to get the other part of the diamond because it is a seamless print. And not only do we have to line, oh, it's not going to be seamless either. Dang it. The 12 by 12 sheet itself is seamless. But when you only take like a 9-inch section of it, you're shorting the template, like the pattern. Oh, it was good in theory. Oh well, it's close enough. Still better than the mica powder showing on the other one. I feel like if I were a cartoon character, then steam definitely would have just escaped from my head. No doubt about it. Hey, Dee.
But the relationships I built with my classmates at National University got me through. Today I'm a board certified behavior analyst, and I wouldn't be here without you.
Give me this last piece. All right, back to this side, finish these, and then we'll be done with final, and I swear I'm actually going to get off here. I thought it was going to work, and then, you know, ADHD brain here. Nope, go straight. What did I told you, straight. Like I've been, you know, by day I have a desk job. I type a lot. Sometimes I come out here and like my fingers just stop working. I definitely feel like I'm at that point where like my hands are just gonna ball up any second. All right, y'all. It's all your vinyl. I love you too, sister. Seems not too bad. Oh well. That's it. Does anybody have any final questions before I hop off here? Thanks, Linda. I need a Linda McGuire original, please. So yeah, if you could send me pictures of cups that you have ready to go, Ms. Linda, something that is like, you know, black. You know, love me some black things. I love some skull things. I love some plant things. My witchy stuff. You know. Actually, Linda, like, you and I are like damn near the same person. So, just, you like green, I like black. That might be our only difference. All right, everybody. Thank you for hanging out with me. Like I said, I am going to have this uploaded some point this weekend onto YouTube and to Facebook. And yeah, that is all. Have a good Friday evening. Bye.